JPC Letters. Virus, bacteria and the immune system. Failure of the immune system allows life-threatening opportunistic infections and cancers to thrive. This focuses our thoughts into considering a great contemporary social disease such as AIDS or autoimmune deficiency syndrome. The immune system is vitalized and controlled by the etheric body. In the book Esoteric Healing by AAB we find the following. Quote, "A weakness in the etheric or vital body, which means that cell defenses are impaired." End quote. Cell defenses and repair are maintained by the immune system in the healthy or reasonably healthy individual. When the immune system is compromised, some form of disease, virus or bacteria, compromises the cellular makeup of the body and illness and disease eventuates, resulting in infections, tumors and cancer. AIDS manifests as progressive failure of the immune system, and we must consider the devitalized condition of the vital body due to sexual incontinence and promiscuity, leading to contamination and infection by the HIV immunodeficiency retrovirus. Genetic studies by medical science identifies the HIV virus from about 1910, and there is also some indication of its existence from as early as the late 19th century, around 1890. There's then a possibility that the virus is much older than this, and we must keep in mind that all disease, viral and bacterial, occultly extend from the three main categories of disease. Due to the nature and method of transmission of this virus, it appears to fall into one of the three main categories of disease given by the Tibetan Master as social diseases, though manifests as immune system deficiency definitely following the lines of hierarchical instruction and therefore shall die from within. Ebola virus or viral hemorrhagic fever is said to be originally tens of millions of years old. If we consider the original social disease of Lemurian times as being syphilitic due to sexual promiscuity and insatiable desire, we can date 10 or 15 million years ago as a possible origin for Ebola. It is then related to the socially dense and crowded population that promotes these related diseases, syphilitic, HIV and Ebola, of past and present times, and the common infection transmission thus passed via the bodily fluids. It is most important to note that a dense population promotes like wildfire these diseases as noted by DK, as in Lemuria, and as I have previously considered our modern population with the former, hypothetically considered. These are thoughts and works in progress. It is recognized that the largest viruses are only as big as the smallest of bacteria. Viruses are generally very much smaller than bacteria and are packets of DNA/RNA information, as are bacteria, though with constructive differences, and I propose that if we take the advice of DK, that the influenza virus is astral in origin, then such viruses as HIV and hepatitis are also of astral and Atlantine origin. Of the flu and these astral origins, I considered the following. Astral conditions of fear and worry are infectious according to DK, and these astral effects create viruses that have physical effects. Whilst a bacteria is a cell and living from the exoteric point of view, a virus is not cellular or recognized as a living organism, and therefore is far more astral than other etheric/astral bacteria. All are classed by DK as contaminating influences. A basic consideration is the type of emotion or passion that causes the various viruses or bacteria to manifest as an agent of destruction and a packet of negative or destructive information attracted from out of the astral body of the planet and set in active motion by the negative emotion and activity of the individual. Influenza is obviously not a venereal disease, with the reason that the emotion of fear is its causal condition, has its roots in fear and worry, whereas insatiable desire is the powerful emotion that is causal of the social/venereal diseases. Both virus and bacteria are of astral origin and indigenous in the planet itself, and inherited from old Atlantis, hence the astral connection. HPB said in her collected writings that most of the deaths from influenza occur in consequence of lung paralysis, and this is indicative of what DK mentions, quote, "They are so highly infectious from the astral point of view that they lower in a peculiar manner the astral atmosphere, and thus make it hard for people, in the astral sense, to breathe freely." End quote. The breath is the life, is an occult maxim, and if that free flow of emotional interplay with the life rhythms of the planet and of human living is stifled with tremendous fear due to war or other related causes, then the very life is suffocated and the patient soon draws their last breath due to astral and etheric/physical lung paralysis. We have a correlation between virus and the social or venereal diseases and their astral origin via powerful emotion, as insatiable desire, and its manifestation as a packet of information as an agent of destruction, producing for man a response that is bad, according to the Tibetan. HIV and hepatitis B is included in the venereal diseases, and syphilis, as DK directly indicates, venereal or resulting from or contracted during sexual contact or contagion. HIV is recognized exoterically as an STD or sexually transmitted disease, and therefore esoterically falls within the social or venereal diseases, classified by hierarchy. Gonorrhea and syphilis mentioned by DK are bacterial and, as indicated, lie in the very soil of the planet due to repeated disease and burial. HIV, like influenza, are viral and cannot live outside of the host body and cell, or in the soil, though all are imparted by contact, as both virus and bacteria are infectious. Interestingly, they are both the same viral size of 130 nm. Measles at 220 nm. Hepatitis is 45 nm. A virus is a DNA code of information and encoded as a deva, agent of destruction, or astral/etheric wave of energy, as the Tibetan refers to them, performing a definite office and duty. They are then packets of planetary energy and of death and of ancient origin, and determined by a particular array type. JPC Letters, 19th April, 2014.